brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And a Cardinal first down.
Murray now. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing again, Murray. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those with 3rd down coming up. Here's Murray. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-0. 21-0 our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it as we resume action. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Play fake. Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Here's Murray from midfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Murray off play action. That is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Murray again. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Murray going to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the...
And able to get this out to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. So both...
They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they talk it over, they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number 920 almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement if he gets there, and I have no reason to believe he won't.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Prescott now. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Murray to air it out again. Sliding out of the pocket. Murray, strong running. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And a Cardinal first down.
Murray now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He was defended by the wrong player.
Here's Murray. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Connecting over the middle with Downs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
44-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And the here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Cameron Bynum there defensively.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. 56 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now Murray. Forced out to his left. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field. So he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute, but first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the visiting Steelers who were able to walk away with the road victory. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Tajay Spears, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the LA Chargers. It was a veteran quarterback, Dak Prescott, who had it working in the first half. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. To throw is Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. We're up big with still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Puka Nacua, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive, impressive performance.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Throwing again, Murray. That complete to Downs. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
Play fake. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 21-yard line.
Now Murray again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Murray now. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
At the 31-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Jefferson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Prescott. Eluding the Prescott stripped. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Micah Parsons, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it is caught. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This taken in by Downs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Murray going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
1st down, Cardinals.
On play action, it's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Cardinals 20.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And out now come the Cowboys. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Cardinals 47-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping him.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Prescott. He's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's the fullback. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Connecting over the middle with Downs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. The catch is made. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Overshown on the coverage.
Here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Arizona.
First down, Murray. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing again, Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get further out of the screen, and it's second down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Murray now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Murray off play action. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Able to shake him off. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Dallas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and we've got the Chargers' speedy running back, He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of touchdowns. It's the Chargers and the Ravens under the lights on Monday night.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the LA Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines and two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Now Hall to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the... The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Jackson now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 33. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Hall, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
A gain of 22.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On the draw, it's Pollard. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The Chargers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff.
is away, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw is Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. 7 yards there and a first down. Straight ahead is Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge it? This is going to be fun.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to the ground with Hall. And he's got it to about the 40.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. These two teams all tied after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. Open man here is Gentry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run left with Pollard. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Pollard again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment. 2nd down and 6 now. Pollard going to try the right side. Shoves him aside. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here comes Wallace, jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 9. Jackson going long here for Wallace. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. This to Laporta, right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll go again with Hall. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They go play action with Jackson. Look at the big man rumble, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Jackson now. Looking deep here for Flowers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. 31-10 was the final score. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. A field goal, the difference. 17-14, the final. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense, his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Curry. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make
second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Oh, look at that. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. He'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Pollard. Touchdown, Chargers. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Breaks through the contact. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
That is caught by Laporta. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Looking to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. For Charles, in a tie game, you always wonder who's going to be making the big plays. Right now, it's not the offensive players. We're seeing these defenses step up and take control. Both of the last two drives have ended with interceptions.
They are certainly dictating this game, aren't they? Now it's going to come down to which offense can follow their defense's lead and step up in the clutch themselves.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A give, running right is Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Hall again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Jackson now off the bootleg. That's complete right around the 8. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating?
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 11. Pressure too much. Down he goes. Travis Jones in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Back to throw. Open man here is Gentry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Running right, it's Pollard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Dicker for the Chargers field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that's going to tie us at 13.
So we're back to even after the short field goal. See, do you like the decision to kick it there?
Well, I'm glad you asked me if I like it and didn't ask me if I love it, because I'm not even sure I like it, but I do get it. First job on this drive, tie the game. They did that. But now they've got to put a challenge to their offense and say, can't settle for 3 anymore, guys. We've got to get the ball in the end zone from here on out.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
13 all our score as we start quarter number 4.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Jackson.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Again, Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Now Jackson on first down. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wallace. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tylan Wallace, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chargers ready to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. 36 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here is Tylan Wallace and company set to begin this next series. Defensively, they didn't have an answer last drive. They're going to have to do something here. 5 catches alone on the previous series, the touchdown too.
And you and I both know that defensive coordinators tell us all the time, we don't wait for halftime for adjustments, things of that nature, right? We adjust series to series. Well, I think sometimes you need to adjust play to play because that last series, he absolutely shredded them. I've got to send more people his way and make someone else beat me on the next drive if I'm the defense.
Got to do something.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. On the draw, it's Hall. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing quickly to Wilson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Now a give here to Pollard. There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 108 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Short pass caught by the tight end Gentry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Garrett Wilson from 21 yards away. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time a 6-play drive. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Ravens ready to take over. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. This to Laporta, right side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's a 2nd and 7. Jackson. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Throwing, Jackson. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3. Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:17 remains. Now Jackson. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. Going long here for Wallace. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. And they will take a knee here. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Los Angeles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.